In this tutorial, we will learn how to grow mango fruit in containers. Mango is the national fruit of India, and India alone contributes 40% of total production globally. India produces more mangoes than any other country. Growing fruit trees in pots is not only possible but also a fantastic way to enjoy the bounty of fresh fruit even in small spaces. Whether you have a balcony, patio, or limited garden area, container gardening opens up a world of possibilities for cultivating your own mini orchard. Let's explore why growing mango tree in pot is a fantastic option. Subscribe and press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from urban gardening. Mango trees can be grown from seeds, although they can take up to 6 to 8 years to produce fruit. For a faster harvest, grow mangoes from grafted plants, which should begin fruiting about 3 to 6 months after planting. Make sure to water the plant a few hours before you transplant it. For that, just dip the root ball in water for 2 to 3 minutes. This will dampen the soil and make it easier to remove the root ball. You can grow mango trees in large containers. Choose a container 16 to 20 inches wide and 20 to 25 inches deep with plenty of drainage holes at the bottom. You can use a handful of pebbles or place broken pot or tile pieces around the drain holes to make sure soil doesn't clog. Mango plant can tolerate a variety of soil types, but a sandy loam fertile soil that's light and well draining is best. For that, mix 60% garden soil, 30% cattle manure and 10% river sand. Fill 60 to 70% of the pot with the soil media. Mango trees thrive in tropical and subtropical climates with hot humid summers and mild dry winters with no frost. Remove mango plant from the nursery bag with the help of a scissor. The best time for planting a mango tree is in spring. However, in their native habitat like India, mangoes are planted before the beginning of the monsoon season, that is July or August month, or after the rainy season. Make a hole in the center and gently position the root ball in it. Make sure it is kept at the same depth it was in the nursery bag. The top of the root ball should be level with the top of the hole. If the hole is too deep, lift the plant out and add a few more inches of soil. Now cover the top of the root ball with a thin layer of soil. Leave 1 to 2 inches of space between the soil and the rim of the pot for effective watering. A grafted mango plant takes a minimum of 3 to 8 months to fruit. In its first 2 to 3 years, it grows larger and produces fewer flowers and fruits. More productive fruiting it starts after the 4th year of planting. During planting, remember to mix 2 tablespoons of rock phosphate in the soil. It's an organic fertilizer known for keeping plants healthy and encouraging new growth. When mixed directly with the soil, the nutrients in the fertilizer are added to the soil. Water in your new mango plant to settle its roots in and continue regular watering as the plant establishes. After this initial watering, water the plant as often as needed. This could be daily or after 2 to 3 days. Just make sure to keep the soil little moist at all times for constant growth. Do not put the plant in full sun right away or you will shock it. Instead, gradually move it into brighter and brighter spots over the next 2 to 3 days. Mango flowering begins with the formation of buds, which takes place during the late winter months. Once the buds have formed, they must be pollinated in order for fruit to set. This is typically done by bees, which transfer pollen from the male flowers to the female flowers. After every 8 to 10 days, dig up a layer of the soil, digging and turning over the soil to loosen it and allow for more oxygen to reach below the soil surface. It also improves soil aeration and allows water to seep even lower as well, which boosts plants' growth. The general test for soil moisture is to stick a finger into the soil up the second knuckle. If the soil is dry to that depth, water the plant thoroughly. The potting soil should be moist but never soggy. Young trees need support, so be ready to stake your fruit plants, as with time, developing fruits will become heavier and can cause young branches to crack and break up. Stake the plant using sturdy plant ties or strong twine. Make sure whatever you use isn't so tight that it will strangle the tree as it grows. If environmental conditions are optimal and pollination is successful, some of the fertilized flowers will develop into small, knobby fruits. Over the next few weeks, the initial fruit grows in size as it progresses through several distinct stages of mango fruit development involving cell division and expansion. The mango trees are extremely sensitive to fertilizer burn, so you can avoid chemical fertilizer. Organic fertilizers such as cattle manure, fish emulsion, and seaweed extract works best. Add 15 to 20 ml seaweed extract in 2-liter water. Mix well before use. Seaweed promotes balanced growth of plants and increases bloom set and size of flowers and fruits. It contains nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus that required by plants' growth, and trace elements like calcium, magnesium, zinc, boron, molybdenum, and others which supply all nutrition in balance. It takes around 3 to 4 months for the mango fruits to mature and be ready for harvest. The exact time will depend on the variety of mango as well as the climatic conditions during that growing season. Birds and squirrels are attracted to the fruits on the plants, especially when the fruits are ripe. They peck at the fruit, causing physical damage and rendering the fruit unsuitable for consumption. For that reason, harvest mango fruit just before ripening or when they are 70 to 80% done. The fruit is typically harvested by hand and must be handled gently to avoid breaking the skin. The mango fruit takes 3 to 4 months to ripen after the tree has flowered. The color of the ripe fruit depends on the variety. Be sure to wash the raw mangoes before consuming them. Mango can be eaten raw or cooked. Immature fruit is often used to make pickled mango. Raw mangoes can be eaten as a snack, sliced or grated in salads, salsas and chutneys. They are also used in drinks like aam panna, which is a refreshing summer beverage. If you pick unripe fruit, you can place or wrap it in a newspaper at room temperature to ripen further over several days. Mangoes wrapped in newspaper will release ethylene, which is an odorless gas that speeds up the ripening process. This method requires your time and patience but is the most natural way of getting your mangoes ready to eat. After 3 to 4 days, remove and use the mango when it gives off a fruity scent and yields to soft pressure. With time, update the container as the plant gets bigger in a year or two or whenever it's required. You will need a large pot to accommodate a mango tree.